All right, boys, first up, I just want to go ahead and say I'm sorry. I should have uploaded this video days ago, but to be honest, been too busy doing what this video is about to talk about to actually make a video on it. So, yeah. But today, I bring you good news. A Nightfall Ordeal is currently available that is probably one of the best exotic farms, ascendant material farms, ascendant shard farms that you can possibly do in the game right now. Now, what makes this Nightfall special, you may ask? Is it a super easy Nightfall to run within 7 to 8 minutes? Because as many of you know, anytime that a Nightfall Ordeal comes around that you can blow through, you can steamroll through within, sub 10 minutes, I always make a video on it just to let you all know. But no, not this one. This one is, and get ready for it, giving double the loot. That's right, boys. Right now, I'm talking double the exotics, double the enhancement prisms, and double the exotic shards. So today, I, Senior MyFi, am going to tell you how to get double the rewards from the current Nightfall and give some tips on completing it the fastest and all around just trying to help make this Nightfall easier for you. But before we do get started, if you're new and only if you enjoy the videos or have ever found them useful, then be sure to subscribe. Also, I am hosting a exclusive emblem giveaway over on my Twitter right now. I just picked the winner for the last emblem giveaway through the heart. He got his code, he got his emblem, but now I am hosting an even rarer, I think that, is that even a more rare, I think. Emblem, Mist Blossoms. If y'all don't know, this emblem came out back in late 2019. It was part of a Bungie charity event. I have an extra code and I want to give it away. So go over, all you gotta do is follow and retweet. That's it. Okay, we're done with that. Let's get into the video. So I'm going to quickly go over how to get double the loot at the end of the Nightfall Ordeal with some info you should know, and then go over some quick tips on getting through the Nightfall itself, and yada yada yada, so forth. So first up, in order to get double the rewards from the current Nightfall Ordeal, you must achieve a platinum rating upon completion of the Nightfall. Now, platinum rating, for anyone wondering, is awarded when all champions are defeated. That's right, you don't need a certain score or a certain completion time. All you need to do is just defeat every single champion. If you're wondering how to tell if you got platinum rating, all you have to do is look down on the left hand side of your screen when you get your exotic loot, or just the loot in general. More than likely it's going to be exotic, and you will see what rating you got. So you know how at the end of the Nightfall Ordeal you actually get loot that doesn't come out of the chest, it goes directly into your inventory. Normally, it's your enhancement prisms, your enhancement shards, or your exotic. As soon as that pops in the left hand side of your screen at the bottom, pretty much where a kill feed is, or where the kill feed is in like the Crucible, you'll see that it'll say what rating you got. So that's how you tell, for anyone wondering. Now, one thing I thought I would let you all know is, as of right now, we do not know if this double loot game bug thing, I actually don't know what to call it, so I'm just calling it the double loot bug, is just for this specific ordeal, that being the Warden Servitor, or if it's going to affect all the Ordeal Nightfalls, coming up. The only confirmation we have right now is that Bungie has stated that the next time this strike, that being the Warden Servitor, is the Nightfall Ordeal, the double loot bug will be fixed. But I guess we'll end up finding out tomorrow at reset. As well, the Warden Servitor will leave and a new Nightfall Ordeal will come in. And if that one's giving double loot, well, if it's super easy, then I think I know what I'm gonna be doing for the next few days. Now for the tips. And well, I hate to break it to you, but this method is going to require you to be doing at least the 1000 level Nightfall Ordeal. You are able to get exotics from the 750 and the 960 level Nightfall version, but your exotic drop rate is so low that in my opinion, it's not worth your time. Remember, you get double the loot, not double the chance to get the loot. So it's not like you're gonna be running a 750 and you're gonna have double the chance to get an exotic. No, it doesn't work like that. Your chances of getting them are still the same. It's just when you do get them, well, the game bugs out and gives you 2. So that's what I mean. I feel like the 1000 level difficulty is practical for most of you, so that will be the difficulty I will be referring to for the remainder of the video. Now, one thing I will say real quick right here is that if you are able to do it on the 1030, do it on the 1030. The 1030 is the best, the absolute best. It's just that it's pretty annoying. There's like 15 plus champions, and honestly I couldn't be bothered to run it more than like a handful of times. Plus I was getting loot so frequently from the level 1000 that running the 1030 just wasn't worth it, as I needed friends that were all 1020 plus, and you know, sometimes I just couldn't find someone that was of that level, and I didn't want to go on LFG. So yeah, I feel like the level 1000 was giving me like plenty of exotics. The fact I was getting an exotic drop like once every, you know, 2 to 3 games or 2 to 3 completions of the Nightfall. And of course, once I got that exotic drop, I was getting a second one as well. So yeah, 1000 is what I'm going to be referring to for the remainder of the video. But if you can do it on the 1030, say you have friends that are all just 1030 or 1025, then do it. Now, there are exactly 11 champions in this strike, that being the 1000. Remember, I'm referring to the 1000. These 11 champions consist of overload champions, barrier champions, and unstoppable champions. This means having the correct loadout is a must. For barrier champions, well, I was using an anti-barrier mod on my last hope, but any weapon that can equip this mod will do just fine. Now on to the overload champions, and here I highly recommend Divinity, as it gives you a 30% damage increase from all sources to the target you're shooting at, as well as it also disrupts overload champions. Literally nothing is better than shooting an overload champion with a Divinity. Not only does it disrupt them, it staggers them, it makes them weaker because once they're staggered, they take more damage, but it's also making them take even more damage because Divinity gives you that 30% damage increase. And finally, unstoppable champions. And here I would say you need someone with a hand cannon on your fire team that has the hand cannon unstoppable mod on. Yes, I know there are other mods in the seasonal artifact that allow you to stagger unstoppable champions, but the hand cannon one is the only one that can be done at range. So yeah, or at least practical at range. Okay, I know the Warmind cells can do it, but at that point you have to kill someone next to him and then blow up the cell. So it doesn't really, in my opinion, it's not worth it. Just use a hand cannon with the unstoppable rounds on it. Just do that. It'll make your life so much easier. For other exotic weapons, if you're not using Divinity, well, you guessed it. Okay, you guessed it. You guessed it. Congratulations, Izanagi's Burden, for that massive burst damage that can put down a champion getting hit by a Divinity in seconds. You hit him with the good old Divinity for a few seconds, have someone Izzy them to the dome ski, and they're going down in the blink of an eye. Yeah, that is still very relevant. Izzy is still very relevant. I hate when I see people saying that Izzy is just terrible now, you shouldn't use it. No, it's still really good, especially for Nightfall Ordeals. Champions stand no chance to the Divinity Izzy combo. So yeah, still use that. It's amazing. Yeah. And for the heavy, well, void shields are the only shields you will run into before the actual boss fight or the boss room. So I would say Hammerhead is going to be your go-to for ripping through those void shields that those Minotaurs have. You're only going to run into Minotaurs that have void shields. You're not going to run into literally any other shield throughout like the entire strike until you get to the boss room. And at that point, you will run into like a Cabal mini boss with a solar shield. Now, an ideal fire team loadout would look something like this. Player 1 would have Izanagi's Burden, an anti-barrier energy weapon, and a Hammerhead. Player 2 would have the same exact thing as Player 1, and then Player 3 would have an unstoppable hand cannon, Divinity, and Hammerhead. Now, you may be asking why Player 1 and Player 2 are both running anti-barrier weapons, and well, that's just because it makes the strike a whole lot easier. Anti-barrier or barrier champions are the most frequent champions in the whole strike. So having 2 people that can deal with them is honestly just for the best. Plus, if you know you all do some damage, you have a barrier champion like one shot and then he puts up a shield, and then say like Player 1 is trying to reload, well, he's gonna regen all his health while he's in that shield. Whereas if you have someone else, well, that's a whole lot less likely, because more than likely they're gonna be able to cover you. And there we go. Like I said, we're not 100% sure if this double loop bug thingy is going to persist through the upcoming Nightfalls. If it does, then of course I'll let you know. But if I were you, I would treat this as, I got to do this now, I only got 24 hours left, because in 24 hours, we're going to find out if it was just the Warden Servitor Strike that was doing that, or if it's all the Nightfaller deals. And well, if it was just the Warden Servitor and you missed out, well, you missed out on some really good exotics. If you made it this far into the video, let me know by commenting golf ball, okay? I love getting exotics at the end of these, but to be honest with you, I like seeing Ascendant Shards more. I don't know what it is. I think I just like Ascendant Shards. They look like golf balls. So comment golf ball if y'all made it this far into the video. If you all did enjoy the video, then be sure to drop a like, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.